Good evening and welcome to Palm Field here in St. Anthony Village in the heart of the Twin Cities, the start of this year's Class A state baseball tournament between the St. Paul Capitals and the Lions Pub Warriors. It's the final game of the weekend. 4 games yesterday, 4 today. This will be our final entrant in next weekend's quarterfinals and then, of course, the semifinals and the Class A championship game coming up. The St. Paul Capitals will be the home team. They're 12-2 in league play. The St. Paul League 17-4 overall. Lions Pub Warriors, Park National League, 12-2 in league play, 30-13 overall. We'll be back with the first pitch coming up in a moment here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
It was a pleasant night for a ball game. We haven't had a cloud in the sky all day, and a breeze out of the south are blowing in from right field here. For the St. Paul Capitals, their starting pitcher, Josh Kubicek, taking his warm-up tosses. His catcher is Chuck Bartholomew. At third base, Ryan Abrahamson. Derek Jacobson at shortstop. Dylan Welter at second. Tom Peterson at first. Dan Peterson in left field. Chase Becker in center field. Mark Grebner in right for the Capitals. And now for the Lions Pub Warriors.
29, Brennan Swan.
Brennan Swan playing at second base. The lead off. Chad Ogden at shortstop will bat second. Rob Shilgen is at third base, and he'll bat third here in the first inning. First pitch of the ball game. A strike from Kubicek. First pitch 7:05 tonight. So pretty close to on time. Scheduled to start at 7 for the nightcap. There's strike two. So couple of quick strikes from Josh Kubicek. Kubicek, the starting pitcher for the Capitals. Just misses there. 1-2 now the count. Final game of the day. 4 games Saturday. 3 games already earlier. St. Anthony, the host, won the early game 5-1. This one fouled out of play 1-2. Highland Park won game 2 starting at 1, 5-2. And then in the third game of the day, Stockman's Irish beat St. Louis Park 6-2. So the winner of this game will play the Stockman's Irish in the nightcap next Saturday night here at the State A at Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Right here in the heart of the Twin Cities. They do a really nice job at this facility. Kubicek's pitch, swing and a miss. And Swan goes down swinging. That'll bring up Chad Ogden, the shortstop. It'll be Shilgen, Metter, Corcoran, Weiss, Null, DeGrasse, and Musser for Lions Pub. First weekend of 4 consecutive weekends of state tournament action. Minnesota Baseball Association amateur tournament, the A, the B, and the C. And you'll have all the games right here on PrepSpotlight.tv/townball. Steve Thompson along with camera operator Dave McLaughlin tonight. Broken bat towards short. Jacobson charges, throws on the run, gets some good play. 6-3. Derek Jacobson charged it, threw on the run and got him. Quickly 2 away, and that'll bring up.
And with 2 away, the third baseman, number 13, Rob Shilgen.
Shilgen will bat, left-handed batter. For Lions Pub. Went to De La Salle, played at New Mexico State's been playing amateur ball for 20 years. He is a grizzled veteran of the Lions Pub Warriors. 2 decades of amateur ball. There's a strike. And right now, Josh Kubicek off to a good start for the Capitals here in this opener of the state tournament. Winds and delivers. Good fastball outside. They just had one there. Now it's 1-2. 2 outs, nobody aboard, top of the first. Now goes inside. Now 2-2. Big swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning. And Lions Pub Warriors go down 1-2-3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Kubicek. Capitals coming to bat here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
St. Paul Capitals coming to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. First, let's set the Lions Pub Warriors defensively. On the mound, taking his warm-up toss is right-hander J.D. Skolton. His catcher, Tony Nault. At third base, Rob Shiljan. Chad Ogden at short. Brandon Swan at second. Tim Mettert at first base. In the outfield, left to right, Mike Weiss. Chad Munster in center. And Mitch DeGrasse in right field for the Lions Pub Warriors.
Starting on the mound today for the Warriors.
And to lead them off for the St. Paul Capitals tonight, Dan Peterson. He's playing in left field. Chase Becker in center field. And the DH, Rick Tozzi. Ryan Abramson will bat fourth. Tom Peterson fifth. Mark Rebner sixth. Dylan Welter will bat seventh. Chuck Bartholomew eighth. Derek Jacobson ninth for the Capitals. Black shirts, white pants, and they look at strike one. That is Peterson. And a swing and a miss, strike two. Starting pitcher Skolton. Played his college ball at Morningside. There's a strikeout. Pitcher's in command early. First strikeout of the game. Now to bring up Becker playing in center field. Chase Becker for the St. Paul Capitals. Bottom of the first inning. They fired up the lights here. Not going to need them for a bit, but lights are on. Fouled out of play. And the kids scramble. The breeze has let up a little bit, but showing signs of finally dying down. I think by the end of the ball game, it'll be pretty quiet out here. Nobody aboard. 1-1 the count, one away. Bottom of the first. Didn't get it. Now 1-2. Well, that one inside. Almost hit him 2-2. Becker at the plate, Skolton on the mound, Nault the catcher. This one in the dirt, pretty good block. Now 3-2. Tip of the cap to the grounds crew. They've been busy this weekend getting it ready for 4 ball games Saturday, 4 today. They put water down on the infield between games, but it's been bone dry this weekend. There's a called strike. So Skolten starts with strikeouts. Back to back, 2 away, nobody aboard. That'll bring up Rick Taz, he the DH.
Designated hitter number 12, Rick Tossi.
Strike 1. Well, both pitchers in a groove early here in this nightcap. The 0-1 hit high in the air. Third baseman didn't see it. Shortstop can't see it. Fighting the sun into foul territory. It fouls. Just a long strike. But third base, Shiljan, shortstop Ogden, both threw their hands up. And that sun setting behind us are right in the face of left field, third base, shortstop, and they just couldn't find that one. And a long run for Weiss. He couldn't get anywhere near that one as well. 3:15 down the lines, 3:65 to the power alleys. Nice setting here at Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Nobody on, 2 out, 0-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Count right along. Yeah, it's one of those where the people on the left side of the diamond playing defense want that sun to set as quick as possible because it is really tough. That one inside and low, 1-2 now. Bottom of the first, no score just underway here in the nightcap. Day 2 of the Class A. This one right up the chimney. Catcher mask off, makes a catch. Good play by Nault. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down. We played 1. We are scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
We move to inning number 2 for the Lions Pub Warriors. 4, 5, and 6. Tim Metter, Tom Corcoran, and Mike Weiss. Metter playing over at first base tonight for Lions Pub. Josh Kubicek, the pitcher for the Capitals. First pitch, down low, ball 1. 1-0. Both teams go down 1-2-3 in the first. Couple of strikeouts for Kubicek, the Capitals starter, in inning number 1. Now one fouled to the screen. Really close quarters here. As I mentioned in the third game of the day, the first game I did from Palm Field, not a lot of room behind home plate. Maybe 25 feet from the dish to the backstop. So the fans right on top of it. They got a good angle. 1-2 now the count. Leadoff man for Lions Pub. That's to the screen. I didn't flinch, I promise. Count rides along at 1-2. But we are really close. This is, great spot to do a ball game. And just a gorgeous day. Here's a curveball up in the zone, hit in the air toward third. Over is Abrahamson, makes it in foul territory, 1 away. So 4 up, 4 down for Lions Pub here.
Designated hitter now, number 34, Tom Corcoran.
Tom Corcoran, the DH, is going to step in for Lions Pub Warriors. Corcoran from Rochester, played at UW Whitewater in his 3rd year. They got players from all over here in this Lions Pub Warriors squad. We'll tell you about them as we move through the game. That one fouled out of play. And because they're so close, they ricochet off that screen and come right back toward the home plate umpire. They hit that screen. Look out. There's one outside. Corcoran batting, nobody on, one away, bottom or top of the first. This one hit down the left field line. Well, foul. Left fielder Peterson went over and took a look. No chance. As that kind of tailed with the wind out of play. Mike Weiss, the left fielder, waiting on deck. 1-2 pitch, way upstairs, 2-2. And just as you think the wind is going to let up, it picks up again. And a pretty steady breeze through the day today. 2-2, swing and a miss and a strikeout. 3rd of the game for Kubicek. And with 2 away and nobody aboard in the top of the 2nd inning, it'll bring up Mike Weiss, the left fielder.
Left fielder now, number 12, Mike Weiss.
Weiss, Marion, Iowa High School, now at Augsburg. The Augie. Saw some Augies in the 3rd game of the day today. Game won by the Stockman's Irish over St. Louis Park 6-2. 1-0 pitch, Kubicek delivers. That one chopped foul. First base coach didn't take a stab at that. It was pretty hard. Usually on the little lazy hoppers, they'll try and field it barehanded, but not that one. Get out of the way. John Spanier down there. Wise to get out of the way of that one. 2-1 now the count. 2 away, nobody aboard. Top of the 2nd inning. The night camp under the way. 2nd day of the State A tournament here at Palm Field. St. Anthony Village. Two pitch. Called strike 3. 4th strikeout of the game for Kubicek. And the Lions Pub Warriors go down 1-2-3 after 1.5. We're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Bottom of the 2nd coming up for the Capitals. 4, 5, and 6, Abrahamson, Peterson, and Grebner. Ryan Abrahamson playing at 3rd base, Tom Peterson at 1st, Mark Grebner in left for the Capitals. So far, 9 up, 9 down in this game. We'll see if that trend continues. They're in the bottom of the 2nd inning. J.D. Skolton, the pitcher for Lions Pub. And there is strike 1. Lions Pub Blast made it to the 2018 Class A title game, losing to St. Louis Park 2-1. Leadoff man here, bottom of the second inning. There's a swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Both pitchers in control early. Way up high with the fastball. Can you hear the pop of the mitt?
They can't smell the ice cream. Yeah? No, I don't think they can.
There's a curveball hit right up the chimney on the infield. Pitcher calls for it. Skolten has it. On the way. Waved everybody off right off the bat. That'll bring up Tom Peterson at first base.
First baseman, number 27, Tom Peterson.
Well, Peterson's going to dig in for the Capitals. That one smashed into left field. Left fielder going back, fighting the sun, makes a catch. Nice play. Mike Weiss runs it down. That one hit. He had to battle the sun, quickly 2 away.
Right fielder number 7, Mark Grobner.
Mark Grobner, the right fielder, is going to bat here. Quickly 2 away. There's a chopper foul, strike 1. Just gorgeous weather yesterday. As I pointed out, if you're going to point out a problem today, just little windy, but no complaints. Just gorgeous weather. There's a good pitch, strike 2. Now the starter's in command early. No hits on the board. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, 3 up, 3 down. We played 2. We're scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And let's check out some highlights from Saturday's action here at the State Class A Amateur Baseball Tournament.
This one into left field. Brandstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Here he comes. Swung on and hit a long way to left field. Wallert going back on it, and it is gone. Solo home run for Ben Suits, and he got the number 1 and put the whistle on it. And it's 1-0. All 3 runs and had 4 hits so far. And there's a long drive to left field. Bulow going back, and he can't make the play at the fence. Hiram. Check that Amundsen around third, and the throw is cut off at the plate, and it's a trap. This one fair down the third baseline. Coming in to score is Hoffman. Poppets will be waved around. He'll score. Sliding in left is Rowe. He blew out a tire, but got it back in.
On to the third inning we go now.
Leading off for the Warriors,
Tony Nault,
catcher,
Mitch DeGrasse,
16,
and Chad
Tony
Musser
Nault.
for the Lions Pub Warriors here against Josh Kubicek, the St. Paul Capitals starter. 0s on the board so far. Down low, ball 1.
Hit it hard somewhere, put it out there.
There's a strike, 1-1. Well, made a nice play to end the first inning defensively. Tough chance. It went right up the chimney here on home plate. Now 2-1 the count. Two and two. And the count full. Haven't seen a base runner in the ball game. The leadoff man for Lions Pub do the trick here. Catch your tornado. Three, 2 on the way, and that slap foul. He hammered it, but well foul. That almost got into the football stadium over there. Looked like it got maybe into the shot put pit, but almost got all the way onto the turf here at St. Anthony Village. 3-2, fouled off again. That one hit the screen and almost came back into the field of play. So good battle here to lead off the top of the third inning. This one to short. Jacobson up with it. Throw to first in time. Play. Derek Jacobson, 6'3" on the putout. Mitch DeGrasse, left fielder's going to bat. Or the right fielder, excuse me.
Right fielder now number 39, Mitch DeGrasse.
And you hear that wind pick up, and that's been right on cue. Just probably a 10-mile-an-hour breeze, and then it'll pick up and gust like that, 15 to 20. There's a strike up in the zone. Number 8 hitter for the Lions Pub Warriors. Once again, 30-13 overall this year, 12-2 in league play. Good team, year in and year out. As we mentioned, appeared in the state title game in 2018, losing to St. Louis Park 2-1. St. Paul Capitals last made it to the title game in 2015, losing to Minnetonka 5-2. So these teams have been around. I would love to get back to that title game and maybe win one. Curveball inside, 2-2. One away, nobody aboard, top of the third. Lions Pub Warriors, St. Paul Capitals here in the nightcap. Saw those highlights from yesterday. We had a walk-off winner to start it, 15 innings, and there's a strike three and then a throw down to third. And Abrahamson down at third just had to get out of the way, didn't see it. So quickly 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Kubicek. That'll bring up Chad Munster playing in center field. Munster wearing number 18. From Wyzetta. Played at Minnesota Crookston in his third year, and there's a strike right down the middle. So far, 8 up, 8 down for Kubicek. And he is dealing in ahead, 0-2. There's one just missing outside. Kubicek wanted that one. And now the count 1-2. That one fouled out of play. Straight back. Munster was on it, but couldn't catch up. Big thanks to Andy Price, our executive producer. Getting things set up here at Palm Field for the first weekend. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout. 6 strikeouts through 3 for Kubicek. And after 2.5, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Here we go to the bottom of the third, still scoreless. Zeros on the board. Dylan Welter, Chuck Bartholomew, and Derek Jacobson. 7, 8, 9 for the St. Paul Capitals. There's one towards second. Knocked down. Throw to first. In time. Good play. Swan to Mettert. Good play. Moved to his right. Knocked it down. Threw him out. Now it's Chuck Bartholomew, the catcher. Wearing number 33 for the Capitals. Looked like we may see our first base runner there, but Swan to his right, all over it. Skolten's pitch. That is a strike. J.D. Skolten. And Josh Kubicek in a pitcher's duel here in the nightcap. Earlier, St. Anthony, the host, won the 10 a.m. game 5-1, beating the Bloomington Bandits. Here's one fouled. That's a screamer. Hits a tree. Look out. That was a blue dart. Past the dugout. Way up high. Second game of the day, Highland Park beat the Minneapolis Mudcats 5-2. Third game of the day is Stockman's Irish beat St. Louis Park 6-2, and here we are. Winner will play the Irish next Saturday night at 7 right here, and another strikeout. Luckily 2 away. That's the fourth for Skolten. And now it'll bring up Derek Jacobson, the shortstop, the number 9 hitter, trying to get something going for the St. Paul Capitals. And check back at the website. You'll be able to stream all the action, catch highlights. Here at prepspotlight.tv/townball. There's one inside, ball one. Almost hit him. Still looking for our first base runner either side in the ball game. Here in the bottom of the third. Skolten winds, delivers right back up the middle. Knocked down by the shortstop. Good play. Ogden up, throw it in time. What a play. Web gem there. Ogden dives, stops, throws him out. And after 3, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Shadows continue to creep further out on the infield, approaching the outfield grass. We go to the 4th inning. Top of the 4th, Lions Pub Warriors will bat. Both starters have faced the minimum. Swan, Ogden, and Shulgin. top three for the Lions Pub Warriors. Josh Kubicek, 6 strikeouts through 3. And it's been tidy. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. 1-0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. Hasn't come close to losing a hitter. We've seen some good defensive plays already tonight. 2-0 pitch. Inside, 3-0. And Swan squared to bunt. And now 3 bad ones in a row from Kubicek. Here's that 3-0. Finds the zone there, 3-1. Ogden waiting on deck. He made that stellar defensive play. That one slapped foul. Almost hit the lights. Lights are on. I believe they were on at the beginning of the ball game. Still will be a while. We're moving right along here. Top of inning number 4. 3-2 pitch. Slap foul to the screen. Swan from Totino Grace played at St. John's in his 5th year. He gets a walk. First base runner of the game right there. Brennan Swan, a leadoff walk for the Lions Pub Warriors here in the 4th. That'll bring up Chad Ogden. He was retired 6-3 in the first inning. He'll square to bunt, lays one down off the mound. Kubicek scoops, shovels to first. Runner moves up. Ogden, the 1-3 sacrifice. And they get a runner at second, so a little small ball here. That'll bring up Shiljan, the third baseman. He struck out to end the first. Good play by Kubicek. Comes off the mound and just shovels it over to Peterson for the out. One away, runner at second. That to the screen, strike 1. It's one of those days where it's been so warm and so pleasant all day. I have a feeling if this breeze continues, by the late innings, it could get chilly. I wasn't smart enough to bring a coat. But when you leave the house and it's 85 degrees and sunny, you figure you're not going to need it. 1-1. Now 2-1. Seems like the strike zone's tightened up a little bit here in the 4th. The runner at second. Kubicek working out of the stretch. 2-1 pitch. Now 3-1. Lions Pub Warriors get a runner, advance him to second on the sacrifice bunt by Ogden. By the way, played at Creighton. That one fall to the screen. Now the count full again, so Lions Pub making Kubicek work here in the 4th. Perfect through 3 with 6 strikeouts. That's changed here. Hasn't given up a hit, just the lone base runner on a walk. A leadoff walk to Swan. He's standing at second, getting his lead. The pitch, high and tight, another walk. So 2 walks here in the inning. And now Tim Metter playing at first base. He popped out to third. Lead off inning number 2. He's 0 for 1. Abrahamson at third. Jacobson at shortstop. There's strike 1. Walter at second, Peterson at first. Bartholomew behind the plate, Kubicek on the mound. So he gets ahead here with runners at first and second and 1 out. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch, had him way out in front. Now it's 0-2. .315 down the lines, 365 to the power alleys. Curveball upstairs, 1-2. In the third game of the day, we saw a couple of balls toward the fence and right. Really not a great threat for anything to go out. Here's a fly ball. Shallow left field. Shortstop comes over, makes the play. Jacobson makes the play. Came all the way over behind third base. Abrahamson having a little trouble with the sun. Gives way to his shortstop.
Designated hitter now, number 34.
And now with two away runners at first and second. Tom Corcoran, the DH, batting in the 5 spot for Lions Pub. Left-handed batter digs in. He was strikeout victim number 3 in inning number 2. Kubicek's pitch, swing and a miss, took a big cut.
Squeeze it, 3-4. Come on now, you can do it. Throw it past him. Come on now, let's go.
Runners at first and second. 2 out. The 0-1 pitch on the way from Josh Kubicek, the Capitals starter. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string there. Now it's 0-2. So good fastball and then slowed one down. And now Corcoran in a hole. That one fouled to the screen. Got a piece. Count rides along at 0-2. We'll have coverage of the Class B and Class C, of course. Waconia, Chaska, Hamburg. And we'll close out Class A next weekend here at Palm Field from St. Anthony Village. All the action on PrepSpotlight.tv. Here's one hit towards second, sliding over, gobbling it up. Welter, throw to first in time. So a couple of walks don't hurt Kubicek and the Capitals. And we have played 3.5. We're scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 0 is on the board still. And coming to bat for the Capitals. We'll get to the top of their order. Peterson, Becker, and Tozzi. Dan Peterson, Chase Becker, and Rick Tozzi, the DH.
Capitals in the bottom of the 4th. Left fielder number 24, Dan Peterson.
Still no hits on the board in this one. A couple of base runners in the top of the 4th via the walk. But Lions Pub couldn't make the Capitals pay. J.D. Schulten on the mound right now. Beginning his 4th inning of work. He has 4 strikeouts, hasn't walked anybody. Actually faced the minimum. He winds and delivers. This one hit in the air to left center field. Going back to left fielder Weiss makes the catch. So again, fighting that sun, got a pretty good jump, and then was able to run it down, one away. So Dan Peterson allowed out to start it. That'll bring up Becker. Chase Becker playing in center field. Becker struck out in the 1st. For the Capitals. Schulten's pitch. Misses. Pretty close. But missed down in the zone. Pictures courtesy of Dave McLaughlin. Here's one toward short, knocked down by the shortstop. Ogden's throw to first in the dirt. Dug out of there. What a play, 6-3. Wow. That was terrific. Ate him up, hung in there, strong throw, gets a runner. 2 away. Now Rick Tozzi, the DH. Popped out to the catcher. Good play by Tony Nault, the catcher. toward his dugout, then staggered back toward home plate and hung on to it. There's a big swing and a miss. Schulten has 4 strikeouts through 3 2/3. There's a swing and a miss. Quickly ahead 0-2. Schulten played at Morningside. There's one missing inside all the way to the backstop. 1-2 now. Maybe his high school is Morningside. And then played at Nebraska. Nevertheless, 4th year. 2-2 the count. Nobody on. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. Up high. 3-2. So J.D. Schulten, the starter for Lions Pub. 3-2 pitch. Rip foul down the first base line. He got out in front of that, but a little bit too far out in front. And that one way down by the bullpen. He hit it hard. 3-2 pitch on the way from Schulten. This one lifted high and foul. Out in front of it again. Looks like the wind is finally starting to lay down. So we're here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 3-2 pitch. All the way. Battle here. Rick Tozzi continues to follow off pitches for the St. Paul Capitals. 12-2 in league play. The St. Paul League 17-4 overall. It was fun to talk to kind of both the team managers. Here's one slapped toward the hole, knocked down. Swan, nice play. Swan to his left, on to first. And the St. Paul Capitals go 3 up, 3 down for the 4th inning in a row. And we have played 4 and we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
We move to the top of the 5th inning for the Lions Pump Warriors. Mike Weiss, Tony Dahl, Mike DeGrasse. 6, 7, and 8 in their lineup. They managed a couple of base runners, 2 walks. Again, St. Paul Capitals' Josh Kubicek begins his 5th inning of work here tonight. Chuck Bartholomew is his catcher, and Bartholomew took one off the shoulder in the dirt on the warm-up tosses, had to shake that off. Now he's ready to go, getting a little extra time from the home plate umpire. And now shadows have engulfed the infield and just a few shadows in the outfield, and you can see it in our shot there. Sun still shining on St. Anthony Village High School over the right field fence. Here's Kubicek to Weiss, and that's fouled to the screen. Got a good lick, but fouled it off, 0-1. Kubicek's 6 strikeouts in the first 3 innings, didn't have any an inning ago. They gave up those 2 walks. There's one on the outside corner, 0-2. Weiss was strikeout victim number 4 to end inning number 2. He's 0 for 1. There's one hit toward first, but foul. Right off the end of the bat, kind of right along at 0-2. And between innings, the wind laid down. It was almost calm, and now it's picking up again. 0-2, and a strikeout. Number 7 for Kubicek. Leadoff man is down. That'll bring up catcher Tony Nault. Nault grounded out to short to start the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1.
Warriors now number 16, the catcher Tony Nault.
This one hit into center field for a hit. First hit of the ball game there, solid single. With the 1 out here in the 5th. So Nault delivers a single, relayed into the infield. And that'll bring up Mitch DeGrasse, the right fielder for the Lions Pub Warriors. So
right fielder now number 39, Mitch DeGrasse.
They finally get to Kubicek. A couple of walks in the 4th. They finally get a hit now in the 5th. First hit of the ball game. That one fouled out of play, so they're getting their hacks against Kubicek. Waiting on deck. Chad Munzer, the center fielder, hitting in the 9 hole. The 0-1 to DeGrasse, curveball up high, 1-1. Strike 2, 1-2. 2020 champs in Class A, Minnetonka beat the Minneapolis Cobras 9-6. That one goes to the backstop. Nault tries to advance, and he will. That is a wild one. You see a wild pitch in the first game. I did, 3rd game of the day. And on Nault at second base, and typically in the catcher spot, they'll bring in a pinch runner, but they don't in this case. Kubicek's 2-2. Slap foul. Out of play. Lions Pub Warriors in the 3rd base dugout. St. Paul Capitals in that 1st base dugout today. And the sun is finally set behind us. It's not going to impede any fielders. That one missing low and away. 3-2 now. 1 away runner at second. Still scoreless here in the top of the 5th inning. That one hit towards second. Grab by Welter. Throw to first in time. Runner moves up. Outstanding at 3rd base. Grass retired 4-3, and that'll bring up Chad Munzer, the center fielder. Munzer was strikeout victim number 6 in the 3rd inning. 7 strikeouts for Kubicek. He got Weiss to start this 5th inning.
Batting now the center fielder, number 18, Chad Munzer.
That one hacked foul. Out of play. They got a great area behind the 3rd base dugout. Wide open spaces where you get 7, 8 kids running after it. One of the great traditions of town ball. And the kids in attendance fighting for the foul balls. And they're an integral part of the game. 0-2, swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning, 8th of the game. So Lions Pub gets a hit. They strand one, and after 4.5, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
This one into left field. Brandstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th.
Here he comes. Swung on and hit a long way to left field. Wallard going back on it, and it is gone. Solo home run for Ben Suits, and he got the number one and put the whistle on it. And it's 1-0. All 3 runs and have 4 hits so far. There's a long drive to left field. Bulow going back, and he can't make the play at the fence. Hiram check that Amundsen around third, and the throw is cut off at the plate, and it's
Easy trap. This one fair down the third base line. Coming in to score is Hoffman. Poppets will be waved around. He'll score. Sliding in left is Rowe. He blew out a tire, but got it back in.
Third baseman, number 11, Ryan Abrahamson.
Bottom of the 5th inning, leading off for the St. Paul Capitals, Ryan Abrahamson. Batting in the 4 spot, Tom Peterson and Mark Grebner. So Abrahamson, Peterson, and Grebner for the Capitals. Against J.D. Schulten, starting pitcher for Lions Pub. Warriors pitcher, swing and a miss. He has 4 strikeouts. Good defensive plays behind him. An off-speed pitch, now 1-2. Schulten's been in command as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. Looked really good. There's one hit on a line to center field, coming on, diving, and catching. Yes, sir. Another phenomenal defensive play, robbing Abrahamson of a hit.
Number 27, Tom Peterson.
That'll bring up Tom Peterson at first base. We've seen a game's worth of great defensive plays in the first 4+ innings here tonight. Capitals batting. Here's one towards short. Ogden scoops it up, throws, gets him. Good play. Moves to his left. Fires quickly 2 away. Mark Grebner, the right fielder. He struck out to end inning number 2. He's 0 for 1.
Right fielder, number 7, Mark Grosvenor.
Just one hit in the ball game so far, and that's for the Warriors. Here's one pulled down the left field line, but foul. Off the fence. That was tagged by Grosvenor, but fouled by about 10 feet. Still in the field to play, but off the fence. Got some vines growing on the fence. It's really a good look. A loud strike here. 2 away, nobody aboard, bottom of the 5th. Capitals bat. That one just outside 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch inside. In on the hands, couldn't catch up with it. Now 1-2. J.D. Schulten dealing right now. Lyon outside. 2-2. That one way outside, now 3-2. Hasn't missed much tonight. He has been great. Used to the good play in center field. Swans had a good play. Noltz made a good play behind the play. Lions Club Warriors have been throwing the leather around. Here's a 3-2 that's fouled off. Battle here. Another 3-2. Ogden on the run. Good play. Wow. Second 6-3 put out of the inning. And the Capitals go 1-2-3. And after 5, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Leading off for the Warriors, top of the order, second baseman number 29, Brennan Swan.
Here we go to the 6th. Lions Pub Warriors, top of the order. Swan, Ogden, Shulgin against Josh Kubicek. Lone hit for the Warriors came an inning ago. Null to 1-out single. Here's one through the hole into left field. Another hit. Second hit of the game for the Warriors. First for Swan. He struck out in the first, walked in the 4th. That'll bring up Ogden.
Shortstop now, number 11, Chad Ogden.
All right, boys, keep the line moving. Keep the line moving.
Kubicek from the stretch. Runner goes, chopped toward first. Good play by the first baseman. Shovels to the pitcher, Kubicek. Nice play there. 3-1 on the putout. That was a phenomenal play by the pitcher covering first base. Peterson feeding Kubicek. Swan moves down to second with one away. That'll bring up Shilgan. Shilgan struck out in the first, walked in the 4th. The Lions Pub Warriors threaten here in the 6th. That one fouled to the screen. Wind freshens a little bit. They're in the top of the 6th. Scoreless ball game. 1-2 now to count to Shilgan. Tim Mettert waiting on deck. Put the ball in play. He's 0 for 2, waiting on deck. Runner at second base, one away. There's one outside, now 2-2. Josh Kubicek, the starter for the Capitals. Laboring a little. Strike 3. Good pitch. 9th strikeout for Kubicek.
With 2 away, the first
Now
baseman,
2 away and a runner at second. That'll bring up
Metrick.
Tim Mettert playing at first base. As I mentioned, 0 for 2 a moment ago. Get the ball in the air. 1 to third, 1 to short. Big swing and a miss. There's 2 hits in the ball game. Those for the Lions Pub Warrior. 1 an inning ago. Leadoff single here in the 6th. That's been it for either side. They've also worked out a couple of walks. There's one outside and low. 1 and 1. Big swing and a miss now, 1 and 2. Winner will play Stockman's Irish next Saturday night, 7 o'clock right here in the quarterfinals. There's one fouled off the catcher. And home plate umpire is going to give him some time. The catcher, Bartholomew, took one between innings on warm-up tosses, and then gets plunked there. Top of the 6th, 1 and 2. 2 out, runner at second base. Kubicek's pitch hit very high in the air in foul territory, and that's going to drift out of play. Still enough of a breeze to carry it out. Abrahamson came over and gave it a look for the Capitals from his third base spot, but couldn't get there. A good battle here. Tim Mettert. Count continues at 1 and 2. They're making Kubicek work here in the top of the 6th. That one hit high and falling out of play down the right field line. St. Anthony won the opener, beating the Bloomington Bandits 5-1 today. Highland Park then beat the Minneapolis Mudcats 5-2, and then Stockman's Irish beat St. Louis Park in Game 3 today 6-2. We'll have a rundown of next Saturday's quarterfinal action. There's a little chopper charging from third. Abrahamson on the run, throws in time, got him, good play. Nice play by Ryan Abrahamson. So the leadoff single doesn't hurt, and after 5.5, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
It is the bottom of the 6th for the Capitals, the bottom third of their order. Walter, Bartholomew, and Jacobson against J.D. Scholten. Scholten struck out for his last strikeout coming in the 3rd. He had 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. Hasn't struck out anybody. Hasn't mattered. A lot of ground balls. When he hasn't been striking people out. A couple of ground ball outs in the last 2 innings. Here's one off the pitcher towards second. Swan grabs, throws in time, 4-3. 4-3 on the putout. Welter quickly retired. That'll bring up the catcher, Bartholomew. So Welter, 2 ground out to second. He's 0 for 2. Bartholomew struck out in the third, the last strikeout victim for
Catcher now,
J.D.
number
Schulten.
33, Charlie Bartholomew.
There's a bunt, just foul. Tried to bunt for a first hit of the game, but that one goes foul. Capitals trying to get anybody on board any way they can here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Schulten hasn't done it alone. He's had some very good defensive plays behind him. Lions Pub Warriors have got good pitching and good defense so far tonight. But we are still scoreless. There's one inside, 1-1. Nobody on, one away. Here in the 6th. Now 2-1. That fouled toward the dugout. Look out. That may have gone through the netting. I don't think it went through the doorway to the dugout. That was a blue dart toward that Lions Pub dugout. 2-1 pitch. That one chopped foul, now 2-2. Bartholomew batting. Catcher here, batting in the A spot. Jacobson waiting on deck. It's getting to the point where I may need to bring out my handy-dandy light to see the scorebook as this game moves on. Here's one towards second, to his right, knocking it down backhanded. Swan to first. Another great play, 4-3. Wow. Terrific play by Swan at second. Goes to his right, to a knee, pops up, throws him out. And now with 2 away and nobody aboard. Jacobson retired on a ground out in the 3rd inning. He's 0 for 1. Once again, Schulten throwing strikes. And they're flashing the leather behind him. Strike 1 there. Still a bit of a breeze. Now outside 1-1. Curveball up high, 2-1.
Here we go, let's go now, keep it up. Bear down, let's go, how about it? Nice pitch.
Got inside, swing and a miss, 2-2. Got right in on the hands of Jacobson, the shortstop for the Capitals. Curveball up high, 3-2. By my count, just a second 3-2 count of the game. 2 away, nobody aboard. Bottom of the 6th, foul to the screen. Count rides along at 3-2. Tessie took him to 3-2 before he grounded out to end the 4th inning. Another 3-2. Slapped over toward first. Batter grabs it, goes to the bag, gets the out. 3 unassisted. Another 3 up, 3 down inning. We have played 6. We're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
now for the Warriors, the designated hitter number 34, Tom Corcoran.
Let's go, Tommy.
Here we go to the 7th for the Lions Pub Warriors. Corcoran, Weiss, Nault. We are scoreless. Josh Kubicek on the mound for the St. Paul Capitals. Both starters cruising along. There's strike one. Corcoran a strikeout in the second, a ground out in the fourth, 0 for 2. The Warriors have managed a couple of hits. They've had a couple of walks. But 9 strikeouts as well in the game. Josh Kubicek, so 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, couple of hits, pretty good. And that rings the bell right off the post, holding up the netting. First time we've heard that today. I love it. Ringing the bell. That was kind of a pure sound. I like it. Didn't pay attention much in music. I'm not sure what note they hit with that, but 1-2 now the count. Leadoff batter Corcoran here in the 7th. We're sailing right along on a lovely Sunday night. St. Anthony Village. 2-2 now the count. Quarterfinal start next Saturday at 10 a.m. right here. This one hit high in the air. Over toward shortstop. Jacobson has it. In the outfield grass, one away. Now Mike Weiss struck out twice in the game. He's 0 for 2, playing in left field. Weiss trying to get something started against Josh Kubicek.
Batting now the left fielder, number 12, Mike Weiss.
Kubicek ready to go, likes that sign from his catcher, Bartholomew. Big swing and a miss. Now, on their roster, they got Chuck, but some of the fans here have been calling him Charlie. And that bunt attempt fouled off. Now 0-2. One away, nobody aboard, top of the 7th for Lions Pub Warriors. They have no runs, 2 hits, no errors. And the St. Paul Capitals, no runs, no hits, and no errors. Been a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel to close out the opening weekend of the Class A. Now 1-2, that pitch upstairs. Kubicek delivers, curveball, just got a piece of it. Got a piece of the ball, got a piece of him, and squirts about 10 feet away, 15 feet away. Waiting on deck, Tony Nault. He had one of the hits so far tonight for the Lions Pub Warriors. And here's one slap foul. A good battle here. There's a curveball toward short. Jacobson charges on the run, throws, another nice play. Beautiful. Get Weiss by a step. Tough chance, but he charges, throws on the run. And now with 2 away and nobody aboard, it'll bring up catcher Tony Nault, 1 for 2. Had that hit, advanced on the wild pitch, stranded at third base. And the only runner to reach third base in the ball game tonight. Well, let's see what Nault does with nobody on. And 2 out here in the 7th. There's a strike at the letters. There's one hit in the air to center field. Drifting back. Can of corn. As Becker puts it away. Lazy fly ball out. 3 up, 3 down. For the Lions Warriors, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. We're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv. We'll keep it here for the 7th inning stretch. Up, 18 down for Schulten. Very good defense behind him in the ball game tonight. Peterson struck out in the first, tried to bunt his way on, and that goes foul. Fly ball to left in the fourth. He's 0 for 2. J.D. Schulten's been throwing strikes, but only 4 strikeouts. Last coming in the third. 2 ground ball outs in the fourth, 2 ground ball outs in the fifth, and then 3 ground ball outs in the sixth. So he's kept the ball down in the zone and made the Capitals beat it into the turf here at Palm Field. Now 2-1. Both starters still in the ball game. Kubicek for the Capitals and Schulten for the Warriors here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-1 pitch. Hit towards short. Ogden again up with it. Throw across the diamond in time. Another put out for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-3 putouts for Ogden at short. 1 away. That'll bring up Becker. He struck out in the first. Grounded out to short in the fourth. He's 0 for 2. Another ground ball out for J.D. Schulten, the Lions Warriors starter. Been a tight one. We're still scoreless, but he has been the headline. Curveball at the letters, strike. 0-1 the count. You can see the lights there in your picture. That one chopped foul. Now 0-2. Well, he's certainly kept him off balance, but what's been so interesting, 2 strikeouts in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, none since. He's relied on that defense behind him. There's one just high. Now 1-2. Fastball up in the zone, and Becker let it go by. There's one at the letters again. With a breaking ball at the letters. And there's that elusive 5th strikeout. That's number 5. 2 away, nobody aboard. Rick Tozzi, the DH. He fouled out to the catcher, Nault, and then grounded out to second in the fourth. He's 0 for 2. There's Rick Tozzi, the DH for the Capitals. Ball 1 outside. Shujin at third, Ogden at short, Swan at second, Mettert at first. Swan's had some terrific plays at second base. In the outfield, left to right, Weiss, Muser, and DeGrasse. We haven't seen a lot of fly balls in the game. Out behind the plate. It's a big swing and a miss. I think the wind is finally going to give up. My hopes here in the seventh, right back to the screen. I did flinch on that one. I did flinch. First time today, my second ball game of the day, and the first time I flinched. Getting a little punchy here in the late innings of this one. 1-2 inside, stabbed by Nault. 2-2 now the count. By my count, he's had only 2 full counts in the game. One in the fourth to Tessie, one to Jacobson in the sixth. I may have missed one along the way, but I don't think so. 3-2 on the way, 2 away. This one chopped toward first, foul. Under the glove of Mettert, didn't matter. Three-two again, 2 away, nobody aboard. Bottom of the seventh, no score. Tessie trying to get on board. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Second strikeout of the inning, 6 of the game, through 7. 21 up, 21 down for J.D. Schulten. Through 7, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Here we go to the eighth, still scoreless from Palm Field in St. Anthony Village. Opening weekend of the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Mitch DeGrasse, Chad Muser, and Brennan Swan, 8, 9, and 1. The Lions Pub Warriors. 4 base runners tonight, 2 hits, 2 walks. They've struck out 9 times facing the Capital starter Josh Kubicek. DeGrasse struck out in the third, grounded out in the fourth, and quickly in an 0-2 hole. We're moving right along here on a lovely Sunday night. Dave McLaughlin, our camera operator, working his second game. There's one down in the dirt, 1-2. Trying to go outside low, trying to get DeGrasse to chase. He wouldn't do it. Big swing and a miss, strikeout. 10th of the game for Kubicek. Now it'll bring up Chad Muser playing in center field. He struck out in the third and again in the fifth.
Fielder now number 18, Chad Muser.
Muser will dig in from the left side, see what he can do, and try and solve Josh Kubicek. Capital starter. Outside ball 1. There is activity down in that, or some long toss anyway, down in that Lions Pub bullpen. Here's one straight up in the air on the infield, coming on Jacobson, the shortstop. Third base is going to take it, Abrahamson, and there's 2 outs. He took charge from third base toward the mound and grabs it.
For the Warriors, second baseman number 20.
And now to the top of the order, Brennan Swan. Swan struck out in the first, walked in the fourth, had a hit in the 6th inning. So he's 1 for 2 with that walk. He's been on base twice. The only player in the game who can say that. The others to get on base in this game, all for Lions Pub. Shiljan via the walk. And then the hit for Nault in the 5th. Here's one right back up through the box. Behind second base, grabbed by the shortstop, throw by Ogden, not in time. Or Jacobson, excuse me. That's going to be an infield hit all the way. That was a tough chance. The fact that Jacobson got to the ball at all was pretty incredible. And there isn't a lot of foul territory here, so there wasn't any danger that the runner was going to be able to advance. Peterson couldn't come up with it. So now with 2 outs and a runner at first. On the 3rd hit of the game there, given up by Kubicek, it's going to be Ogden. Here's one hit toward short, grab there, throw across the diamond, not in time. Another infield hit. Jacobson got to it. Boy, he's got some more serious range. And now the Lions Pub Warriors have 2 on and 2 out, runners at first and second. They're going to bring their number 3 hitter, Rob Shiljan. Struck out in the 1st, walked in the 4th, struck out in the 6th. Now they're trying to scratch out a run here in the 8th inning. And there's strike 1. Kubicek battling. Once again, not real hard hit balls, just in a good spot. One right back up through the box. And then one over toward the hole between short and third. This one hit high in the air. Is it going to get out of play? It will, just past the dugout. Everybody came over and took a look. But what breeze remains probably helped that out of play. Swan at second. Ogden at first. 2 away. Top of the 8th inning, still scoreless. All the hits for the Lions Pub Warriors in this game. Kubicek delivers. Just misses up high. 1 and 2. Here comes a breeze again. As soon as I think it's done for the night, it comes back. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout, 11th in the game for Kubicek. He gets out of a jam, and through 7.5, we're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Leading out for the Capitals, third baseman.
To the bottom of the 8th we go for the Capitals. Abrahamson, Peterson, and Grubner. It is 4, 5, and 6 against J.D. Schulten, the Lions Pub Warriors starter. Struck out a couple last innings, 6 in the game. First pitch, strike 1. I can't say enough about how good Schulten's been tonight and how well they played in the field behind him. It has just been a combo platter tonight. There's one up high and tight. Look out. 1-1. Capitals trying to get a base runner any way they can here in the 8th. We are still scoreless. This one very much in doubt. 1-1. Outside 2-1. There is activity in that Lions Pub bullpen down the left field line. There's a fastball that just missed. 3-1 now. He's only had a couple of 3-ball counts. This is his third. 3-1. And that one misses. And a walk. First base runner of the game for the Capitals right there. A leadoff walk for Abrahamson.
With nobody down, the first baseman, number 27.
That'll bring up Tom Peterson. Well, how about that? To that moment, 21 up, 21 down. And a leadoff walk for the Capitals, Abrahamson. Here in the 7th. Now it's Peterson. This one right back up the middle and a base hit. First hit of the game. So a walk and then a hit. And the Capitals are in business here in the bottom of the 8th inning. That'll bring up Mark Grubner, the right fielder. No reason to point out that he's 0 for 2 because coming into this inning, everyone was either 0 for 3 or 0 for 2.
For the Capitals, the right fielder, number 7, Mark Grubner.
Grubner struck out in the 2nd, grounded out in the 5th. So what a night for J.D. Schulten. The walk, a couple of close pitches, and then gives up the solid single right up the middle to Peterson. And now with 2 on and nobody out, threat brewing here in the 8th. They try to show bunt. Crashing in from first was Mettert. The Lions Pub Warriors have a good feeling what's coming here. A sacrifice bunt. Grubner at the plate. He shows bunt. High and tight. That goes to the backstop. The runners are going to move up anyway. And did it hit him? I don't know if it did. I think they're going to just rule it a foul tip. Now they're going to try and sort this out. I don't know if it got bad or it was just a wild one. But nevertheless, the runners move up. We do know that. We have runners now at 2nd and 3rd and nobody out. And the home plate umpire is getting this sorted out. I just think that is a high and tight pitch that went to the screen. And the count's going to be 2-0 to Grubner. So just like that, coming into the inning, Schulten had 21 up, 21 down, 6 strikeouts. And then gives up that walk. And then the hit. And now apparently they say it did hit him. Or was it a walk? Okay.
Second baseman, now number 10.
Scoreboard was wrong. So now a walk, a hit, and a walk. And they're loaded. For Welter, the second baseman. A couple of ground outs to 2nd in the game. So a big opportunity here for the St. Paul Capitals in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch, swing and a miss. And 0-1. So can Welter deliver a hit and get some runs on the board here in the bottom of the 8th inning? What a turn. Schulten, great fielding behind him, sailing along through 7 now in hot water here in the 8th. There's a strike. Now 0-2. Good fastball on the outside part of the plate. Abrahamson at 3rd, Peterson at 2nd, Grubner at 1st. Walk, hit, walk. They're loaded, nobody out. Schulten's pitch. He offered at it and struck out. That was a wide one, but he gets a big strikeout there, number 7 in the game. They're still loaded, one away, and that'll bring up Charlie Bartholomew, the catcher. He struck out in the second, grounded out to second in the sixth.
The catcher, number 33, Charlie Bartholomew.
Still scoreless, bottom of the 8th. Gorgeous Sunday night. And what a pitcher's duel to close out the opening weekend of the Class A state tournament. Quarterfinals next Saturday, semifinals title game next Sunday. That one slapped foul. Look out. Wow. That was just drilled. Kids are going to need to run a ways to get to that one. That's probably up against the fence of the football stadium over there. That was smoked. Now can Schulten work out of a jam. The 0-1 toward third, just foul, just outside the bag. That would have been a couple runs for sure. But instead, just a foot or two foul. And now the count 0-2. That was scorched. They're loaded. High and tight. Waiting on deck. Jacobson, the shortstop. Bats in the number 9 spot. 1-2. Chop toward short. Ogden charges. Throw to the plate. Force at the plate. 6-2 to put out. Gutsy play. They got him. And of course, in a scoreless ball game, the play is at home. And they get the lead runner. 6-2. Peterson to third. Governor to first. Bartholomew reaches on the first choice. And now Derek Jacobson with 2 outs. They're still loaded here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And on the line of berth in the quarterfinals next Saturday night against Stockman's Irish. The 1-6-2 earlier this evening, beating St. Louis Park. Schulten trying to dance out of a bases-loaded jam. Outside, ball 1. Started on a close walk, then a single, another walk. Then the strikeout, then the 6-2 put out at the plate. Big swing and a miss. Jacobson trying to hit that one back to St. Paul. And now it's 1-1. St. Paul Capitals have them loaded. Bottom of the 8th. Here's a pitch. Off-speed pitch, strike, outside corner now. 1-2. Schulten. Swing and a miss, struck him out. We're still scoreless. Through 8. What a performance. Through 8 innings by both starting pitchers tonight. We'll be back in a moment here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
The drama continues to build here on a Sunday night in St. Anthony Village at Palm Field. Who's going to be the final team to get to the quarterfinals? Air Freight Minnetonka, Baseball 365, Metro Knights, St. Anthony Hogs, Highland Park, Stockman's Irish through to next Saturday. Will it be the St. Paul Capitals or the Lions Pub Warriors? Josh Kubicek out to start the 9th. Starting pitcher for the Capitals has been really good, 11 strikeouts. Given up 4 hits, couple of walks. He got in a little hot water an inning ago. Got a strikeout. Got a pop out. Then gave up a couple of hits before getting a strikeout and getting out of the inning. And then, of course, J.D. Scholten gets out of a monster jam, loads them, and then danced out of that, and we're still scoreless. Walk, hit, walk, strikeout.
First baseman, number 14.
Grounder to short, play at the plate, gets the lead runner, and then a strikeout to end it. So the plot thickens. Medert, Corcoran, Weiss for the Lions Pub Warriors. 4, 5, and 6. Back to the screen, strike one. Kubicek's been really good.
Meet the ball. Let's go now. Drive it. Hit a hole out there. Hit a hole out there. Hit a hole out there.
Lions Pub Warriors have stranded 6 in the ball game. Now the 4 hits to 2 walks. There's one fouled out of play. Now 1 and 2. That hit metal somewhere. And then, of course, we had a foul ball off a post, rang the bell. And I think you may have heard that at home. 1-2 curveball toward third. Gobbled up. Abrahamson across the diamond in time. 5-3 on the putout. 1 away, nobody aboard. Tom Corcoran, the DH. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout in the second. Ground out to second in the fourth. And popped out to short in the seventh.
Now for the Warriors, number 24.
Well, there's been so much talk about J.D. Scholten's start tonight, but Josh Kubicek's done a fine job as well for the Capitals here tonight. Here's Corcoran. First pitch, strike one. So they got a pinch hitter in there for Corcoran. There's strike 2 to that pinch hitter. Nate Jackson, just like that, the pinch hitter Nate Jackson strikes out. So it was Jackson there. Strikeout victim number 12. Kubicek, 12 Ks in the game. And now it's Weiss. Weiss struck out in the second and in the fifth, grounded out to short in the seventh. And he's in an 0-1 hole. 2 away, nobody on. This one slapped foul down the right field line. And the wind is back. We thought it was gone for the day, and it makes an appearance here in the ninth. It's been sneaky that way all day. Still a great night at the ballpark. High and tight, 1 and 2. Kubicek still throwing hard. One, two, swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 13 in the game for Kubicek. We played 8.5, and we're still scoreless. Can the Capitals win it in the bottom of the ninth? We'll find out in a moment here on PrepSpotlight.tv/townball.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Still scoreless. We move to the bottom of the ninth inning. J.D. Scholten out there for the Lions Pub Warriors. Giving up just 1 hit through 8 innings. for the St. Paul Capitals. Top of the order. Peterson, Becker, Tassi. J.D. Schulten. Struck out 8.
Dan Peterson.
His counterpart, Josh Kubicek for the Capitals, has struck out 13. Peterson, a strikeout in the first, popped out in the fourth, grounded out in the seventh. Schulten's pitch, curveball, strike one. Big pitch. 1, 2, 3 in the Capitals order here. There's one outside, 1-1. Still activity down in the Lions Pub bullpen. And we're seeing activity down in the Capitals bullpen down the right field line. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Wind freshens again. You can hear it in our microphones a little bit. Leadoff man Peterson here in the bottom of the ninth. Time called. Schulten taking a little bit too much time, and now everybody digs in. The 1-2. Chop towards Swan. Grabs, throws, in time, one away. And a good play by Swan. Second base, one away. And that'll bring up Becker.
Center fielder number
Becker, a
6,
couple of strikeouts.
Chase
He's 0 for 3.
Becker.
Ground out coming in the fourth. Becker, the center fielder. Still impressed by Schulten and the Warriors getting out of that jam an inning ago. A walk, a hit, and a walk. They had him loaded with nobody out. Here's one hit high in the air to center field. Carrying deep, going back. Muser makes a catch, 2 away. Toward the 365 sign, but he had plenty of room and saw it all the way. 2 away. Rick Tassi, the DH.
And with 2 away, designated hitter for the Capitals.
He
Number
fouled
20,
out in the first,
Rick
grounded out in the
Tassi.
fourth, struck out in the seventh. Tassi, left-handed batter, digs in against Schulten, looks at ball one outside. If he could reach, it'd bring up Ryan Abrahamson, the third baseman. Fouled to the screen. I did not flinch there. After the one flinch, I get one flinch a game, and I'm not going to do it. 1-1. Nobody aboard. 2 outs. Bottom of the ninth. We're still scoreless. This Class A tournament opened with a scoreless duel won by Air Freight Unlimited over the Minneapolis Angels in 15. Air Freight winning at 2-0. High drive down the right field line, but well foul. Got that up into the wind and curled it foul. Hit it hard. Count now 2-1. 2 away, nobody aboard. So the opening game of the Class A tournament on Saturday goes scoreless into extra innings. And here we are, a pitch away from going to extra innings scoreless here in the nightcap, and we do. Strikeout looking. 9th of the game for Schulten. And we go to the 10th. Still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
To the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Then we go to the 10th inning. We are scoreless. Lions Pub Warriors, St. Paul Capitals. Final game of the weekend here at Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Side of the Class A, and of course coverage of the Class B and Class C getting started next week. Bottom third of the Lions Pub order, Nault, DeGrasse, Muser. Nault had a hit in the fifth. He's 1 for 3. Reached second on a wild pitch, got all the way to third. Only Warrior to get to third in the ball game. Top of the 10th inning. Warriors managed 4 hits, just 1 hit in the game for the St. Paul Capitals. Their starter, Josh Kubicek, beginning his 10th inning of work. That one hit in the air to center field. Becker coming on, it'll drop. There's a leadoff hit. For Tony Nault, his second of the game. That'll bring up right fielder Mitch DeGrasse. DeGrasse, couple of strikeouts. He's 0 for 3. We'll get a pinch runner coming in for the Warriors.
Pinch running at first.
James Farr.
25, James Farr.
Played his high school ball at De La Salle.
To bat for the Warriors, number
Went over to
39,
St. Thomas.
Mitch DeGrasse.
Still a Tommy. Second year here for the Lions Pub Warriors. Now it's DeGrasse against Kubicek. Leadoff man aboard here in the 10th. He squares to bunt. That's going to go foul. 0-1 the count. And just the way these starters and the way these teams have played defensively tonight has just been tremendous. Great pitching, great defense. Total of 6 hits in the ball game. 5 of those for the Lions Pub Warriors. Squares again off the mound. Kubicek throws to second, gets the lead runner. What a play! Off the mound, knew what he was going to do and throws a dart down there to the shortstop, Jacobson. How about that? You don't see that a whole lot. 1-6 on the putout. Raz reaches on the fielder's choice.
For the Warriors
and now Chad Muser, the center fielder. Muser's going to dig in. He struck out a couple of times. He's 0 for 3. Kubicek, 13 strikeouts tonight. That one missed. Lowell? 1-0. Now 2-0. Couple of fastballs miss. Just a great night. Been a great weekend weather-wise. This is the kind of weather you want to bottle up and dig out in January. Just terrific. You know it's dry and we need rain. Now 3-0 as he misses upstairs. One away and a runner at first here in the top of the 10th. Lions Pub Warriors trying a way to get that precious first run. That could be the difference here tonight. That one misses outside and a 4-pitch walk to the number 9 hitter. And now runners at first and second and 1 out. And Brennan Swan. Swan's had hits in his last 2 at-bats. 2 for 3 with a walk in the ball game. They got the right guy up here in the top of the 10th. He shows bunt and takes a strike. Interesting strategy there. Guys had a couple of hits. And now he's behind 0-1. 1 out runners at first and second. He'll swing away, and now it's 0-2. Ogden waiting on deck. He has a hit. Had a sacrifice in the fourth. They got the top of the order at the plate right now, outside 1-2. Pretty good lights here at Palm Field. Visibility not an issue. 1-2. Fouled out. Over the grandstand and out into the darkness, and away the kids go. A lot of these kids are really going to sleep in tomorrow for sure. Runner at first and second, the 1-2. Just a foul. Got it right in on the hands, and the count will ride along. I don't have a pitch count on Kubicek, but it still looks pretty good here in the 10th. Couple of strikeouts in the 9th, 13 in the game, and now we have time called. A little cat and mouse game here. And Swan's ready to dig in. The 1-2. Back to the screen and foul. Good battle here.
Come on, buddy, just relax up there. Just relax. Just relax up there. Relax.
1-2. Hit in the air into shallow left. Coming on. Peterson makes the catch. Hit it played almost perfectly. And now there's 2 away. Runner still at first and second. That's going to bring up Ogden.
With 2 away, shortstop number 11, Chad Ogden.
Ogden has a hit. That came in the 8th. He's made some terrific defensive plays tonight. Can he drive in the go-ahead run here? First pitch right at the letters. 0-1, good fastball. Ogden looks back at the home plate umpire, and yeah, that's a strike. Curveball, fouled back. He was on it, but fouled it straight back. 0-2 now. As the breeze picks up a little bit again. Here in the top of the 10th inning. St. Anthony Village. I'm not sure it's the geographical center of the Twin Cities, but it's got to be really close. 0-2. Down in the dirt. Blocked there by Charlie Bartholomew. No problem. Keep those runners at first and second. The only base runner to reach third base. That one just misses. 1-2. It was close. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Curveball hit high in the air. Is it going to stay in play? Peterson over near the fence, makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning, still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv. And here's some highlights from Saturday's action here at the Class A, St. Anthony Village, Palm Field.
This one into left field. Brandstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Hit a long way to left field. Wallard going back on it, and it is gone. Solo home run for Ben Suits, and he got the number 1 and put the whistle on it. And it's 1-0. All 3 runs in that
drive to left field. Bulow going back, and he can't make the play at the fence. Hiram check that Amundsen around third, and the throw is cut off at the plate, and it's a
Trap. This one fair down the third base line. Coming in to score is Hoffman. Poppets will be waved around. He'll score. Sliding in left is Rowe. He blew out a tire but got it back in.
New pitcher out there for the Lions Pub Warriors here in the bottom of the 10th inning. It is Ben Etzel. Etzel from Washington State. Plays at St. John's, so he's a Johnny.
On the mound now for the Warriors, number 31, Ben Etzel.
He's in his second year with the Lions Pub
leading off
Warriors.
for
And
the Capitals, third baseman,
he's going to
number
face the meat of the
Ryan
order,
Abrahamson.
4, 5, and 6. Abrahamson, Peterson, Grebner for the St. Paul Capitals in the bottom of the 10th. They have just a hit. J.D. Schulten, what a performance. 9 innings, 1 hitter. Leaves the game with 9 strikeouts. Walked a couple. Those both came in the 8th. Gave up just 3 base runners in the ball game. Pretty impressive. Here's Etzel. That curveball. Quickly strike 2. Abramson had that leadoff walk in the 8th. 0 for 2 to that point. And that's a called strike 3. He doesn't like it. First strikeout for Etzel. 10th for Capitals pitching. And with 1 away and nobody aboard, Tom Peterson. Peterson had the lone Capitals hit in the 8th inning. He's 1 for 3. Curveball missing. I think that went around the plate. Ball 1. Nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the 10th. We are still scoreless. High and tight. 2-0. There's a fastball up high, 3-0. Some pretty good pop on that. And Peterson makes him throw a strike, and he does. J.D. Schulten, the starter, goes 9. We are still scoreless. Etzel's 3-1, hit high in the air, way up there, into left field. Shortstop out, makes the catch. Ogden hangs in there and made the grab. Wow. That was a big league pop fly. And now there's 2 away, nobody aboard. Mark Grebner.
Right fielder now, number 7, Mark Grebner.
Grebner had a walk that came in the 8th. He was the guy who ultimately loaded him up. Struck out in the 2nd, grounded out in the 5th. Nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the 10th. Big swing and a miss. And tried to end it right there and came up empty. The breeze reappears. Chopper toward the pitcher. Etzel grabs, throws. 3 up, 3 down. We played 10. We move to the 11th. We're scoreless. Here in the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament from Palm Field in St. Anthony Village here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on three at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Leading off for the Warriors, third baseman number 13, Rob Shogan.
Take him the other way, Rob.
We go to the top of the 11th inning. Shogan, Mettert, due up. The DH spot, Corcoran. Josh Kubicek pitching for the Capitals. Begins his 11th inning of work. An Iron Man effort for the Capitals here tonight. He has struck out 13 through 10 innings of work. This one hit towards second. Welter grabs, throws a dart. Got him. Well, he's got a gun over there. Welter came up and just fired a BB over to Peterson, one away. Gotta bring up Tim Mettert.
With one away, the first baseman number 14.
Mettert 0 for 4.
Mettert.
So, Lions Pub, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. St. Paul Capitals, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. Here we are in the 11th. Josh Kubicek, the Capitals starter, still out there. Starts him with strike 1. And strike 2. This is extraordinary. He's outlasted J.D. Schulten, who was just terrific for Lions Pub. Kubicek still out there. Curveball, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Strikeout number 14. And now it's going to bring up
Number 24 now, Nate Jackson.
So it is Nate Jackson again. Jackson pinch hit for Corcoran and was strikeout victim. Here's one toward short. Jacobson up, throws on the run, got him. Just like that. 1, 2, 3. Kubicek, an easy 11th. We go to the bottom of the 11th, and we are still scoreless here at the Class A State Amateur Baseball Tournament on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Bottom third of the order for the Capitals here in the bottom of the 11th inning. Welter, Bartholomew, and Jacobson. Combined 0 for 8 with the fielder's choice. Ben Etzel begins his second inning of work in relief for J.D. Shelton an inning ago. He set down the Capitals 1, 2, 3. His first strikeout, then he got a couple of ground outs. Hard thrower from Washington State, now at St. John's University up in Collegeville.
Leading off for the Capitals, second baseman number 10, Dylan Welter.
We're now getting into the 11th, and can the Capitals walk them off? We'll find out here in the bottom of the 11th inning. First game of the tournament was scoreless into the 15th. That was run air freight over the Minneapolis Angels 2-0. There's one downstairs, ball one. Walter playing at second base. Had a good game defensively. There's a strike, 1-1. Winner will play next Saturday night against the Stockman's Irish. The final quarterfinal. There's a big swing and a miss, now 1-2. So it'll be air freight against Minnetonka at 10 a.m. next Saturday. Baseball 365 against the Metro Knights at 1. The host St. Anthony against Highland Park at 4, and then the Stockman's Irish against the winner of this battle here tonight. Strike 3 called. No doubt about that. Walter goes down looking. Second strikeout for Etzel. And the 11th overall for Lions Pub pitching. Charlie Bartholomew, reached on a fielder's choice, struck out in the 3rd, grounded out in the 6th at fielder's choice. Coming in the 8th. Looks at ball 1. The 1-0. There's a strike. Now 1-1. Strike 2. Couple of identical pitches by Etzel. Tucks it in on the inside corner at the knees. Nobody on. 1-2 pitch, one away. That's just kind of a checksum foul. That one came high and tight, and he just, as he tried to peel out of the way, got the pad on it. Count rides along at 1-2. Charlie Bartholomew, the catcher. It's a little flare into left. It's headed down for a hit. The Bartholomew, a one-out hit. As he goes the other way. Inside-out swing. And now that's going to bring up Derek Jacobson, the shortstop. Grounded out in the 3rd.
Number 4, Derek
Struck out in the 8th, 0 for 3. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 11th. Bartholomew, the catcher, will stay on the base. Isn't taking a huge lead. Mettert holding him on. Here's a curveball strike. Good pitch. Wow. Opens with a hard breaking ball and gets ahead 0-1. Etzel checks the runner. Tries that curveball again, but misses down low, 1-1. Back to the same pitch, just a little low. Now Etzel steps off. Went down low and a swing and a miss by Jacobson. Dan Peterson waiting, top of the order. One, 2 on the way, 1 out, runner at first. Bottom of the 11th inning, we're scoreless. Throw over there, dives back in. That was a good move by Etzel. He fired it over there, and Mettert got the tag down, but runner gets back safely. 1-2. Good fastball, but just outside 2-2. Another throw over to first. Bartholomew staying close. Just the second hit of the game. This one fouled high and out of play. Medic goes over, gives it a look, but no chance. And now the count still 2-2. That one fouled to the screen. Quite a battle here between the Capitals' number 9 hitter, shortstop Derek Jacobson, and Ben Etzel in his second inning of work. Started the 10th, now in the 11th. Another throw over there. This one hit on the air, on the infield. Coming on, it's going to fall. Infield fly rule. Called the infield fly rule. Looked like that may get to the outfield grass, but it just died. And that's an out. So
With 2 away, left fielder number
Jacobson's
24,
going to stand at
Dan
first.
Peterson.
And now it's Dan Peterson with 2 out and a runner at first. Peterson struck out in the first. Fly to left in the 4th. Grounded out to short in the 7th. Grounded out to second in the 9th. 0 for 4. Could say he's due. Left-handed batter digs in. Looks at a curveball from Etzel. Not afraid to start him. Curveball, strike 1. He got that one to drop in. Etzel's pitch. Missing 1-1. Inside low, ball 1, 2-1. Bottom of the 11th, scoreless. Peterson at the plate, his 5th at bat of the game. Ben Etzel, 2-1 pitch. Now 3-1. Big pitch coming up here. Capitals would love to get that winning run to second base here. There's one right down the middle, 3-2. Peterson taking all the way, and why not? Now a big 3-2 coming up. The 3-2. Inside low, ball 4. He walked him. And now that winning run moves down to second base, and Jacobson. He's got plenty of speed, and Chase Becker's going to dig in.
Chase Becker.
Becker, the center fielder. 0 for 4, couple of strikeouts coming in the 1st and the 7th. Once again, good speed on the base is Jacobson, the shortstop, out at second base. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Catcher and all urging him to settle down and throw strikes. Count 1-0. Can Becker end it? Curveball, fouled out of play. He was waiting for it, got a piece of it, but fouled it off to the right, 1-1. We are scoreless in the 11th. No runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Lions Pub Warriors. For the St. Paul Capitals, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Here we are in the 11th. Etzel checks the runner and delivers. Another curveball and a strike, 1-2. Came right back with the curveball and found the zone. Now Becker in a tough spot. Etzel's been able to drop that curveball in early in the count, late in the count. Let's see what he does here. Becker. Fastball up high, 2-2. Comes back with the high, hard one, and Becker was able to hold up. Now Edsel steps off. Runner at first, runner at second, bottom of the 11th, no score. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. And Becker send the Capitals to the quarterfinals next Saturday night. Down in the dirt, 3-2. Well. And now for Becker, is it going to be the curveball on 3-2? Because he has been able to throw that for strikes early and late in the count. Let's see what he does. Ben Etzel, Lions Pub pitcher here. 3-2 on the way. Called strike 3. Becker can't believe it. And we play on. We'll go to the 12th. Still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Here's left fielder number 12, Mike Weiss.
Here we go to the top of the 12th inning. Josh Kubicek still out there, starting his 12th inning of work. He started and is still out there for the Capitals. Given up 5 hits, couple of walks, struck out 14. Mike Weiss, Tony Nault, Mitch DeGrasse. 6, 7, and 8 for the Lions Pub Warriors. And it's ball 1 to the leadoff hitter, Weiss. 0 for 4 in the game. Right back up the middle. Welter grabs, throws, got him. Good play. Welter's got quite an arm.
With one away, number 6.
And diving in there was Weiss.
Nault.
He's now 0 for 5, and now Tony Nault. Nault a couple of hits in this game for the Lions Pub Warriors. First hit came in the 5th. Second hit in the 10th. There's strike 1. Josh Kubicek has pitched 11 1/3 innings tonight. The state tournament opener for the St. Paul Capitals. Up high there, 1-1. One away, nobody aboard, top of the 12th. Ball 2. Wind is back. There's one fouled. Now 2-2. Kubicek and Bartholomew have been the battery for the St. Paul Capitals. Here we are in the 12th inning. Kubicek delivers. This one chopped to first. Knocked down there by Peterson. He'll go to the bag. 2 away. Now Mitch DeGrasse, the right fielder.
With 2
DeGrasse
away.
reached on a fielder's choice. He struck out a couple of times. Grounded out in the 5th. Here's DeGrasse. Nobody on, 2 out. Top of the 12th. And that pitch by Kubicek misses inside, ball 1. That one, fastball outside, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Kubicek was perfect through 3. Had 6 strikeouts through 3. Gave up a couple of walks in the 4th. Gave up his first hit in the 5th. And he's still out there. 2-2 pitch. Just misses outside. Looked like a pitch that ended the bottom of the 11th. 3-2 now the count. 2 away, nobody on. Top of the 11th. DeGrasse trying to get on board. Kubicek's pitch. Little number foul off the plate. We'll do it again. Peterson at first, Welter at second. Jacobson at short, Abrahamson at third, Peterson in left, Becker in center, Rebner in right. No defensive changes. Here we are in the 12th for the St. Paul Capitals. Top of the zone, strike 3. Up at the letters, 15 strikeout for Kubicek. He sets him down 1-2-3 in the top of the 12th. We go to the bottom of the 12th. We're still scoreless here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Here we go to the bottom of the 12th inning tonight. And the Capitals have a chance to win it again.
Number 12, Rick Tossi.
3, 4, and 5. Tessie, Abramson, and Peterson for the Capitals. And beginning his 3rd inning of relief, Ben Etzel. J.D. Schulten was outstanding, goes 9. Now it's Etzel, the Johnny, for Lions Pub.
Hey, there you are. How you doing?
Tessie 0 for 4, follows the first pitch out of play. Fouled out in the first, grounded out in the fourth, struck out in the seventh and the ninth. Tessie, the DH. Down in the dirt. Ball 1-1-1. Schulten was terrific. Etzel's been really good as well. They've combined on a two-hitter to this point. The 1-1. Curveball strike. 1-2. Called strike 3. The 4th for Etzel. The 13th for
away, number 11,
Lions Pub
Ryan
pitching.
Abrahamson.
And another one looking. And now Ryan Abrahamson. He had a walk, otherwise 0 for 3. Struck out in the 10th. First strikeout victim for Etzel when he came into the ball game. Ball 1. An 0 pitch, curveball strike, 1-1. Peterson waiting on deck. There's a swing and a miss now, 1-2. Pitchers dominating this nightcap. And then both pitching staffs have been getting great defense. There's one outside. Both teams have been very good in the field. No errors on the board. Etzel's pitch. Outside now. Count is full, 3-2. Capitals trying to get base runners. They had a couple on in the 11th. Couldn't push one across. Nobody on, one out here, bottom of the 12th. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Activity in the Capitals bullpen. Some guys standing around in the Lions Pub bullpen, but not doing a lot of work. Once again, Etzel in his third inning of work. He's pitched 2 1/3. And he's struck out 4 already. Another 3-2 on the way. Called strike 3. Second strikeout looking. And if you have a chance to walk off in the bottom of the 12th, I don't know how you're looking at pitches. You think you're just hacking at everything. So Tessie and Abramson get caught looking, and now it's Tom Peterson, left-handed batter. Peterson had a hit. That came in the 8th. A first hit of the game off Schulten. That one skips by the catcher, Null. Count 1-0. Nobody on, 2 out, bottom of the 12th. High and tight, 2-0. Ben Etzel's pitch. Hit high into foul territory. Long run, and it goes off the glove of the right fielder, DeGrasse. Long run for both. Near the bullpen down the right field line. And it falls harmlessly. 2-1 now the count. And Peterson hit it very high in the air. Second base, Swan, DeGrasse, right field, both converged. No one could make the play for the final out of the inning. Count 2-1. Etzel the pitcher. Peterson at the plate. This one hit high and foul out of play. And now 2-2. So 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on base. Here in the bottom of the 12th. You can see that score. So a chop foul. A good battle here. Two. Fouled again. Etzel's pitch, curveball, strike 3. He strikes out the side, looking. 6 strikeouts for him, 15 in the game for Lions Pub pitching. We go to the 13th there on PrepSpotlight.tv. Let's take a look at those highlights from Saturday's action here at the Class A State Tournament at Palm Field in St. Anthony Village.
This one into left field. Brandstad looks up. Walk off. In the bottom of the 15th. Here he comes. Swung on and hit a long way to left field. Wallard going back on it, and it is gone. Solo home run for Ben Suits, and he got the number 1 and put the whistle on it. And it's 1-0. All 3 runs and have 4 hits so far. There's a long drive to left field. Bulow going back, and he can't make the play at the fence. Hiram check that Amundsen around third, and the throw is cut off at the plate, and it's a easy trap. This one fair down the third base line. Coming in to score is Hoffman. Poppets will be waved around. He'll score. Sliding in left is Rowe. He blew out a tire, but got it back in.
Well, we are going to the 13th, even though your screen says the 12th. I have no ability to type in the 13th. So here we are in the 13th. Josh Kubicek on the mound for the St. Paul Capitals. And here's one hit on a line over the head of the right fielder. This is going to go all the way to the fence. Chad Muser cruises in with a leadoff standoff double of Kubicek here in the top of the 13th inning. How about that? So the number 9 hitter in that Lions Pub Warriors opens with a double to go to the top of the order. And Brennan Swan, Josh Kubicek out there for his 13th inning of work. Giving up 5 hits, make that 6, the double there. And look at a bunt. And it's high ball 1. Muser, a booming double to the gap in right center field. Gets over Grebner's head. Looks at a bunt. Misses outside 2-0. We squared again. They're trying to get that go-ahead run here in the top of the 13th over. Once again, your screen says the 12th, but it is the 13th. I just can't change it over. 2-0 pitch, bunt laid down, foul. 2-1 now the count. Diving in was Muser. So easily the hardest hit ball tonight off Kubicek, the Capitals starter. Here's some of his numbers. Now 6 hits, 14 strikeouts, couple of walks. He's out of here for the 13th. Just amazing. Kubicek again. Lays it down, goes to first. He fields his position very well. So Swan does his job, the 1-3 sacrifice on the play. Muser moves to third, and that's going to bring up Chad Ogden. Ogden has a hit.
Chad Ogden.
Been to the plate 5 times. Once again, that hit coming in the 8th. Runner at third base, 1 out. There's strike 1 from Josh Kubicek. Runner at third base. Curveball strike. And he's ahead 0-2. Wow. What a pitching performance by Kubicek for the Capitals tonight. Never know what you're going to see. There's another curveball, and that slap foul out of play. Down the right field line. High into the night sky, and who knows where. 0-2 pitch. Just outside. Grandstand umpires wanted it, didn't get it. Now 1-2. Ogden, the shortstop. Down low, 2-2. Barely checked his swing. Oh. That was close. Lions Pub shortstop. Really good defensive player. In a big spot here. 2-2. Slap foul again. But Josh Kubicek, think about this. On this Sunday night, pitching into the 13th. 2-2 curveball, slap, just foul. Pulled it down the left field line, just foul. That close to giving the Lions Pub Warriors the lead. You never know what you're going to see. We've seen a lot of good defensive plays and outstanding pitching. Kubicek, here's towards short. Gobbled up there, Jacobson. Throw across the diamond, got him, 6-3. Runner stays put at third base. Now 2 outs.
Third baseman now, number 13, Rob Schildgen.
Rob Schildgen. He had a walk in the 4th. Otherwise 0 for 4. Struck out a couple of times. Schildgen trying to give Lions Pub Warriors the lead. They got the leadoff double from the number 9 hitter Muser. They move him to third on the sacrifice by Swan. And then with the infield drawn in, a ground out. Here's one hit in the air to center field. Coming on, the center fielder makes a running catch. Becker, and we go to the bottom of the 13th inning. Schildgen flies to center. And we are still scoreless with the bottom of the 13th coming up here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Grosvenor, Welter, Bartholomew for the Capitals here in the bottom of the 13th. We are still scoreless. I know it says 12th on your screen, but trust me, it is the 13th. Curveball, Ben Etzel took over from J.D. Schulten, who went 9. Phenomenal innings. 9 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 hit, no runs, obviously. And now here's Edsel beginning his 4th inning of work. Struck out the side looking in the bottom of the 12th. When you have a chance to walk him off and 3 guys in a row strike out looking, you got to wonder about that. 2-0. Now 3-0. There is activity in that Lions Pub bullpen down the left field line. If Edsel gets into any sort of hot water here. 7 hits for Lions Pub, just 2 for the St. Paul Capitals. There's a strike now, 3-1. The Capitals hits 1 in the 8th. They had it. They loaded them there. And then they had their other hit in the 11th. And then the 3 strikeouts looking in. And there's a leadoff walk. Grebner gets a leadoff walk. That's a good start for the Capitals here in the 13th. That'll bring up He's 0 for 4, struck out a couple of times, those coming in the 8th and the 11th. And here we are in the 13th. New pitcher, Spanier. Inherits a runner with nobody out here in the bottom of the 13th. Welter shows bunt right away. Pitch, bunt down, third baseman, Shilden. On the way to second one, on to first, no. They get the lead runner. So Welter, third baseman, Shilden crashing in. Well, that was a good play.
With one away, number 33, Charlie Bartholomew.
So Welter reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up catcher Charlie Bartholomew. Reach first. Infield fly rule. Reaching on the fielder's choice in the 8th. Struck out in the 3rd. There's a foul out of play. Well, still a runner at first now, 1 out. So the sacrifice bunt attempt doesn't pay dividends. So Welter down at first base. Welter down at first base. Grebner was retired down at second. Check throw over to first. Oh, 1 inside, 1-1. John Spanier in relief here. One golfed in the air to right field. That's down for a hit. And now the St. Paul Capitals have runners at first and second. Didn't get a lot of it, but got enough. And now runners at first and second. Just the third hit of the game for the Capitals. And now that's going to bring up Derek Jacobson, the shortstop.
Derek Jacobson.
Just the third hit there. And we're in the bottom of the 13th inning. Runners at first and second, 1 out, curveball strike. Jacobson thought it was high. Top of the order, and Dan Peterson waiting on deck. Check of the runner in the pitch. Down low ball 1-1. 1 out, runners at first and second. Capitals can end it here. They can walk them off here in the 13th. Spanier checks that runner. Curveball, swing and a miss. Way out of the bullpen. Etzel and Spanier both good curveballs. Now 1-2. He started curveball strike 1 up in the zone. Jacobson didn't like the call. Now the 1-2 on the way. Another curveball strike 3. Now 2 away. 16th strikeout for Lions Pub pitching.
Now number 24.
And now to the top of the order, Dan Peterson. Peterson had a walk in the 11th. His only time on base tonight, otherwise 0 for 4. Hit here for Peterson. Could win it. Welter, good speed at second base. You'd think on a single to the outfield, he'd probably score. 2 outs. Bottom of the 13th. They try to sneak in behind the runner at second, and then the pitcher will step off. Spanier. Capitals trying to get to next Saturday night in a game with the Stockman's Irish. No step off again. And obviously they're trying to keep Welter as close as they can, because something to the hit to the outfield. He's got good speed. There's a called strike. 0-1. Total of 10 hits in the game, 7 of those for Lions Pub. Still no runs. And it is the 13th. Don't be fooled by the 12th on your screen. The 0-1. That one down low, 1-1. One pitch. Strike 2, 1-2. We're a strike away from going to the 14th. Spanier working really slow right now. 1-2, 2 out. Up high, 2-2. Winning run at second base. Two on the way. Curveball hit high in the air. Towards short. Ogden out. Drops it! Drops it! The winning run scores. The St. Paul Capitals win the ball game. Ogden out. Weiss in. It fell in between. And the St. Paul Capitals walk off the Lions Pub Warriors 1-0 in the bottom of the 13th inning. Chad Ogden so solid defensively, couldn't get under that one. And running all the way was Dylan Welter from second base. Capitals win it 1-0 in 13 innings. How about that? And all night we were talking about how good the pitching and the defense was. And on a can of corn it falls. Josh Kubicek, the winner for the Capitals, goes 13 innings tonight. An extraordinary pitching performance.
And after
14 strikeouts. So there it is. And the quarterfinals are set. The Capitals will play the Stockman's Irish next Saturday night at 7 in the final quarterfinal on Saturday here at Palm Field. Big thanks to our hosts here at Palm Field, St. Anthony Village. Big thanks to our camera operator tonight, Dave McLaughlin. I am Steve Thompson. Once again, our final score, St. Paul Capitals beat the Lions Pub Warriors 1-0 in 13. Good night from St. Anthony Village.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.